Today, we're in the herd with football. The Bison held their first scrimmage of the year at Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium on Monday, and Coach Joe Susan says he saw some really nice things from his team.
I thought from a tackling standpoint, we did a pretty good job. Obviously, it's something we've got to watch on film. And we saw some younger guys take steps today. Marquise Carter, the young tailback, and then Logan Bittakoff, the young quarterback, showed some poise in situations that weren't as noisy as they could be, but you got to bring them along slowly, and I thought they did a pretty good job.
Coach Susan says life is full of changes, and this year's first-year players will be dealing with some of their own when their fellow freshman students arrive on campus on Wednesday.
They'll have some other responsibilities they got to take care of, but they got to remember that you can have two priorities, you can't have three, and academics are the priority here, then football. I think that the way they're going and knowing their nature in the times we've gotten to know them, that they'll do a good job.
As we continue our tour of the various positions on this year's Bison team, we focus on Coach Stephen King's core of wide receivers.
We're trying to come together. Everybody try to play their role and not really trying to fill anybody's shoes, but to establish our own identity as a group.
He says his squad is focusing on downfield blocking, footwork, and hands when they get open, as they learn a new offensive system.
You know, you have to always adapt your coaching style no matter what scheme that you're running. But, you know, at the end of the day, the players are doing a great job in terms of buying in, making sure that they are holding themselves accountable to make sure that we all hold to the standard that we set into the room.
One of those wide receivers actually moved from quarterback to receiver last year, Jack Horan.
At quarterback, there's only one person that plays at a time. So for me, I was always second, third string, fourth string, moving around. I never really got that opportunity to play on the field on game time. So when I transitioned to receiver, it was easy for me in terms of learning the playbook, which I already knew, running the routes, which I already knew. I just had to learn how to run the routes. But it's been a great transition for me. I'm very happy. I'm playing on the field, and I'm having a good time with all my teammates. And it was also easy in terms of the quarterbacks. From a quarterback perspective, running the routes, I knew where the quarterbacks wanted me to be on certain routes. So, you know, it was honestly a seamless transition for me, and I'm having a great time out here.
Horan made a spectacular debut at wideout, catching a TD pass in Game 1 last year. He thinks he and all the receivers are working well together this season.
I mean, you could see it today. Like when the young guys went in, they were making plays. We were all excited for them, and that's the excitement we need day in and day out. Just as a receiver group, we're really coming together.
On Thursday, we're going to shift our attention to the veteran linebacking core for the Bison.